Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Dark Deity 2. We are on Chapter 18. We unlocked a couple of challenges, so we're going to give those a try. But before that, we've got to do all of our army stuff after that previous battle. We've got some bonds to unlock. It's been a little while, so let's take a look. Just get 2k gold on that one. We get 1k gold on that one. Get a conversation on this one. Alright. Gwen and Eve. Are you just going to keep giving me side-eye, or are you going to spit it out already? Yeah, we still haven't figured out what the fuck is up with Eve. How's Shadow God going? Shadow God 2 to you, mister. It's been going well. I've enjoyed this game. Honestly, this might be, I think I said this previously, very early on, that I had the impression that this might be the best Fire Emblem-like in the modern era. And I think it's kind of proving that, truth be told. Like, I think if you were to tell me Dark Deity 3 is coming out versus the next Fire Emblem game is coming out, I would probably be more excited for Dark Deity 3 at this point than I would for the next Fire Emblem game. It'd be close, right? Like, Fire Emblem's really only burned me recently on Engage, but even like the prior games, it just feels like they're plugging in so much shit that I don't care about that I'm less interested in them. But they're still great from a gameplay standpoint. Even Fire Emblem Engage was phenomenal on the gameplay side of things. The fucking combat is just so fucking clean and crisp and wonderful. But a game like this feels like it's much more in line with the nature of what I want from a game. Side-eye? I'd never... Gwen, you side-eye things all the time. Out with it. I want to hear more about your idea of justice. You mean Inaleth's justice. I'm just her vessel. Sure, let's go with that. What does justice mean to Inaleth? Justice is when a sinner receives punishment befitting the extent of their sin. That is all. Then what's a sinner? Does Inaleth decide that herself? Or do you? The sin decides. Once you commit yourself to an act of sin, you are stained. And then who decides what a sin is? Or the punishment it deserves? You clearly have a point to make, so why don't you just make it instead of doing this whole song and dance? I can't believe in a justice that exists only to punish. Surely our duty is to make things right, right? I see what this is. It cuts both ways, Gwen. Who decides what right means, or what needs making right in the first place? We both know the answer. Nobody makes the rules. These are questions we don't ask because they don't matter. You really believe that? Somebody, somewhere, wrote the rules, however just or unjust those rules may be. And what do I care? I don't need to be told that a killer deserves the same fate he deals. These things are obvious. Are they? An orphan stealing to feed his siblings deserves to lose his hand? A liar his tongue? What of us? For every murderer slain, another murderer is born. Isn't that sad to you? That's why it has to be us, Gwen. We already bear that burden. Best to cleanse as much sin as we can before our own catches up to us. In a twisted way, I think we can agree on that part. But is this really the only way? Does it have to be us? If so, why? Well, that's a sad conversation. Okay, bond's done. That was pretty quick. We've got new abilities. We've got 3 of the life ones. Let's click through, see what we got. We got Kamara. We don't really use a lot of quick stitching. We've got Absorb Pain. We don't really use a lot of that either. We've got Second Wind. We do use Second Wind a fair amount, so that might be one that we go for. We don't really use Moonlight a whole lot, but it is in our back pocket if we need to. We have on it already. We have Cleanses debuffs. Grants 10 mana. I don't know that we need to increase the range. The range is already pretty fucking phenomenal. Reducing the mana cost could be pretty good. Okay, so Benji and Arthur both have something. Not really using Called Arms very much. Mists of Renewal we use constantly. We've reduced the mana cost of it already. Increasing the duration would probably be dope. Increasing the range would also be useful, but again, it's not something that... normally he's nearby, right? So it's not that big of a deal. Probably I would go with duration. Okay, so those are 3. Nothing, nothing. Defibrillate we really don't use very much at all. Flame Infusion we use pretty much all the time. We already increased the mana efficiency. Crit Mastery Scaling? An additional 25%. She already gains 5 out of that, so she would get a couple more. This would be better, though. She'd get more out of this than the Mastery Scaling. For now, we'd have to keep an eye on it, and we need to respec it when she scales past it, but this would be better initially. Clearing debuffs does sound nice, but we have other ways to clear debuffs, and I'm not sure I would want to, utilize her turn to... I mean, it's not like it would matter that much, but I think we would have to, we would risk turning it off and on, because we basically turned it on at the beginning and don't turn it off. And so it would turn into a situation where we would need to be deactivating it to probably get the debuff, so I don't think I like that. So probably just the crit. Defensive stance. Yeah, we do this constantly, so probably just another block. 3 block isn't very much, so maybe increasing the stacks. It's only 20% mastery. He doesn't really have a lot of mastery anyways. And we nerfed his mastery, didn't we? With the rings? Yeah, he loses all mastery, so... and that's fine, because the mastery really doesn't scale it very well. Probably we would just go for mana cost, but if we didn't go for mana cost, we would go for number of stacks. 45 is a lot of mana, but it's not something we can't push through. I kind of feel like additional stacks would be better at that point. Heal we use occasionally. Healing Touch we use pretty frequently. Ice Shield we use more frequently. So self-casting Ice Shield would be pretty great. There have been multiple instances where we wanted to self-cast Ice Shield, but we have not been able to. But increasing the range would also be pretty good, because sometimes we run into issues where we can't shield who we want. Okay, so I think Ice Shield probably we be able to self-cast. It's not what we always want to do, but it would be really nice to be able to do it when we need to. Zuhair, I think, is another one we probably do want to pick. Go for more stacks. And then Benji, Arthur, or Haran. Probably we'll go with Haran. And we'll go with duration. So that works. Alright, cool. Got that all done. We do have some more ring options. We could even buy a Sapphire and then have access to all of the ring options. We also have an HP. 44. I kind of feel like Mashal, because she's frontline, but also has trash HP. She needs more effective HP, period. Like, Valeria and Eve both have more HP than her, probably because of elixirs, but they also have stupendous dodge comparatively. Yeah, 73 dodge, but that's normally plus 20. Mashal has 62, 105. Eve's crazy on the dodge. Like, she really is crazy. Yeah, let's Mashal it.
Just as my station demands.
51, that's pretty good. Rings. Let's go ahead and buy a sapphire. Got a fair amount of money at the moment. And that gives us access to everything. So let's do a scroll through. Doubles the effect distance and size ability of upgrades. So that could be interesting. Ignore half of weapon weight. Defeating enemies. No. Fire magic abilities gain 40% effect. I was interested in that on, like, Aya. That could be neat. Trying to basically kind of, like, boost her ability to target enemies with Hellfire, or actually hurt enemies with Hellfire. Can't take more than 40% of damage in one hit is interesting. Gain fortitude equal to half of weapon weight. I don't think we have anyone that would apply well to at the moment other than, like, Kamari, and he's already got boosters. Guardian Ring, we could drop the Guardian Ring on him and put that on someone like Mashal, because she's gonna take damage. And maybe if we at least give her the ability to not die when she hits half HP, that could be good. Kamari already has 30 fortitude. So I don't really feel like he needs more fortitude. So that would be interesting. What weights do we have? So, like, his is 9, right? So, like, that's the question is half of weapon weight. So Kamari would get a lot. None. Like, no one else is using a high weighted weapon. Reardon is, I guess, but I don't think we particularly care about that. So I'm not sure about the Ghoul Ring. Competitor Ring is interesting, but I don't think, like, it's so situational, right? Like, because then we're really headhunting. Hey, how's it going, Maoka? I will pet the cat. I pet the cat. So we'd really have to focus on headhunting with whoever it is, and I don't know that we necessarily want to do with that. Soulfire Ring, not really interested. Defeating a foe grants plus 25 dodge for one turn. That does interest me. I think there are a couple of different enemies that could be good on, or a couple of different entities that could be good on. Mashal does come to mind in regards to that. So, like, if we can get her crit to the point to where she's, like, decently good at running in, killing someone, and then getting a shit ton of dodge off that kill, that could help compensate for her otherwise low effective HP. Taking half damage, not really something I want. I do think we can combine the Solemn Ring with the Guardian Ring. You know, basically turning a person into giving them a lot, like, Vishal would at that point have 100 dodge, but she would take damage when she dodged, but she would only take half damage, and that could, like, it's almost like low life-esque. She'll get chunked down to below half, but then the Guardian Ring activates, and then she actually has decent defenses. I say decent defenses, but even then, right? With +4, she's only going to be 18 defense and 10 fortitude. So probably not. Probably not. Surefire ring is half of mastery to accuracy. Don't we already have? Okay, Reardon is unit power increased by 4% of unit accuracy. So half of mastery as accuracy would only be 6. Really not that big. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have a lot of mastery. There's someone else that does, like, accuracy-related stuff, right? +1 power for every 10 accuracy above 100. But she only has 9 mastery. So it turns into a scenario of what? She gets 4 accuracy. So that would push her into a +1 power, but I don't know that that's worth it for a ring. Maybe later. Maybe later for either one of them, but definitely not right now. 5 mana after combat. I actually think that might be good for someone like Zuhair. So the concept there being that as a tank, he's going to be running up and getting himself into combat a lot by drawing aggro. And his defensive stance is a lot of mana to keep putting up every single turn. But if he's getting attacked 2 or 3 times a turn, that's an extra 15-ish mana. So that really, I think that's a pretty good idea. So I'm gonna take notes. What do we got? We've got Astral Ring. Okay. No. Stop! Windows, stop trying to be like, would you like me to alter the size of this window? No, I just want to put it in a specific location. Healing this unit provides is increased by 50%. That seems like an obvious concept to put on Haran. He already heals a massive amount because we can throw up Mist of Renewal basically constantly. If we increase the amount that Mist of Renewal does, that would be pretty crazy. My only concern is that there's a sneaking suspicion that I have that since it's not a direct heal, it won't work, but surely it does. And if it doesn't, we can always just put it on somebody else. Ignore 1% of enemy resistance per mastery. I actually think issue with that is who has high mastery that cares about resistance, right? Arthur has high mastery. He doesn't care about the resistances that an enemy has, whether it's defense or fortitude, because he does direct damage. He doesn't give a shit. Not high mastery. Haran isn't an attacker, really. He doesn't have high mastery. Zanil does, but I don't know that she cares much either, because she one-shots basically everyone, except for bosses. But maybe that works on her eventually, but right now I don't think she gives a shit. Saxon is almost always just chain lightning people. Cassandra, not really. Valeria, maybe. I could see that. She's got 19, so that would be 19%. That's almost... That's basically ignoring 20% of someone's defense. is not bad. Like, that could be good. I don't know that it's good enough, though. Bloodied Ring, I think, is also a thing that is quite good. We are getting a couple people that are in like the 60s as far as HP goes, so this is a thing that scales. It's not very good early on, but the higher level we get, the better it is going to be. Getting +8 to, so these are your advanced stats, right? Like, these are your regular stats, and these are your advanced stats. So getting 8 power is pretty huge. Or I guess, in this case, let's take a look at, like, so Kamari is 61 HP, right? So he would get 8 power, 8 accuracy, 8 dodge, 8 crit, 8 speed. Actually, or not 8. He would get, and he wouldn't get 6. What is it? He'd get, like 5, right? Yeah, he'd get, I don't know if it rounds up. He'd get 4.8 right now. But even then, right, like, that's pretty good. The issue is he's doing the whole Guardian Ring thing. But, you know, I think the bigger issue is that we want the Astral Ring and the Lifebinder Ring. Hum. How much would Zuhair get out of that? She would get 4. So she would get another 4 power, 4 accuracy, 4 dodge, 4 crit, 4 speed. Not bad. Okay, I think we're gonna go with that Astral Ring. Right? And we're gonna go for this Astral Ring on Zuhair. And I think we're gonna go for the Lifebinder Ring. Or Haran, because those both make obvious sense to me. Those both seem like very obvious options. That Bloodied Ring seems quite good. What's Mashal's abilities? 15 dodge and accuracy when enemy is lower level. I like that. Just because of the way we're playing, that's just not going to happen very, unfortunately. 25% of dexterity to unit power. Critical hits deal an additional 50% damage. We could buy... I kind of want to experiment. We could buy 2 rubies. And go for it. +4. Yeah. Pretty good. Honestly. And it will scale. Her HP scaling is actually pretty good. She just started with low HP. So that might actually be pretty decent for her in the long run. 32 is pretty solid. That's 45 crit without the 23 crits from Flame Infusion. So that's also pretty good. She'd also probably do pretty well with the Astral Ring in order to keep Flame Infusion on. Probably. That puts her at what? 68% crit, which is pretty high. And her crits deal an additional 50% damage. So... at 32 power, pretty fucking good. Pretty damn good. Yeah, it's just her issue is dodge. She just needs more She just needs more dodge, defense, and or fortitude. She's not going to get fortitude, though. Ho-hum. Shop, weapons. Buy anything? Oh, we do have new shit we can buy. Holy fuck. Broadsword. Chris, they basically, like... They gave us the next tier of shit. Wow. Hold the fucking phone. Okay, we also have some other shit. If that's the case, let's come in here and sell all of the crap that we don't care about. Because now we have better tier stuff. Okay. Alright, weapons. That decrepit skull probably needs to go on somebody. I wish I could sort by weapon types. Right? Like sort the party by weapon types. So I could be like, show me all the focus users. So we've got 3 focus users, I believe. Haran, Arthur, and Aya. Arthur doesn't actually really attack very frequently. Again, he just casts Lunar Reeve. So he's kind of not really making use of this. But occasionally he gets attacked, so he restores mana and shit like that. Decrepit Skull is very high power. Maybe go for this on Aya. Aya's stats are already pretty good. I mean, just putting this on puts her up to 44 fucking power. Does drop her dodge and speed a bit. Put that decrepit skull on. Put that decrepit skull on! What can we do with this decrepit skull? We can add 10% of current HP to power. Okay. So, that could be good. She's at 44, so she could be up to +4. So that's going to be better than straight power. Her accuracy is pretty okay right now. We could decrease the weight. Store up to 8 overkill damage to be dealt on the next attack. That's pretty interesting. Every debuff on an enemy increases damage by 2 with Tactician. Crits deal additional 10 more damage. Yeah, I don't see... The way we typically utilize Aya is... Hellfire? Repeatedly? And if there is some sort of debuff, consume debuff. And grow stronger because of consumed debuff. And... I don't think that crits, debuffs on the enemies, or overkill damage are really going to matter with that. Adding poison is interesting, because it can be useful to kind of like mitigate the enemy's ability to fight back. But that doesn't really seem to be Aya's job the majority of the time. She's normally just like a direct damage from afar or a just blow someone the fuck up kind of concept. I'm inclined to go with just power. She's the only person without full runes, isn't she? No, I think she is. We should fix that. Let's get her another rune. So we need a focus rune. Now that's worth. So probably the 2 things that I'm most interested in are either the poison or the weight. You know, making sure her speed isn't low, because 16 can still double attack quite a few things, but 13 might have issues. So I'm kind of inclined to go that direction. That seems fine. We can sell that crystal focus. Other shenaniganry. We know... Okay, Benji still has a regular sword. Haran has a regular focus. Everyone else has special items, I believe. Yes. And we have this cosmic grimoire. So who are our ward people? Alden Saxon... and someone else. So... Ooh. The Cosmere Grimoire is... high power, no crits, low accuracy, high weight. Yes. Yes. I'm almost inclined to put this on instead of the Griffin Crest on Alden. Cassandra doesn't attack as much, right? And when she attacks, she is typically attacking because it's late in the battle, and her power has been boosted by Invoke Spirits repeatedly. So she does not rely on power as much. I like her having crit instead. That I think is nice. I would even consider putting Deadly on her instead of Wizard. Which is Wizard? Wizard's +5. That's pretty good still. But even then, like, what does +5 matter when you're getting +4, +4, +4, +4, +4, +4, and then you're exploding someone? Right? You're just missing 1 5. And in that instance, really it would be nicer to have the higher chance of crit. To just supernova someone. I think I'm gonna extract that. And do Deadly. 69% chance to crit. Whereas Alden is attacking pretty consistently. Saxon also gets the continuous buff. Right, so mana usage within 6 tiles increases crit by 6 until next crit. So by having a high crit weapon, that allows him to get to that point of having basically a guaranteed crit faster. Alternatively, though, we could say, hey, fuck it, and take the depleted ward off of him, put it onto someone like Alden, right? And Alden could use that to just have... What? And then we want to... Oh, but that's the... Can't have the same things, can he? Yeah, he can't have... Alright, so that is the issue. It's the reason why we like the Griffin Crest, is because of the additional 2 damage for every debuff. And the increase in power from the Knight. They had 30, right? That's 36. That's only 28. So, yeah, the way we have it set up with the Griffin, he has 2 more power than the depleted ward because of the Knight. And then on top of that, it's also going to actually be an additional 4 damage, so it's going to be 34 whenever he does Aura Wave at someone. Oh, 35. Oh, and he already has Team Tactics. Oh, shit. That's pretty good. Mana use raises Fortitude stat by 2 for the rest of the chapter. I didn't realize he had that. That's pretty good. Alright. Alright, back to what we were doing. Huh. So I was thinking the alternatively what we could do is we could give Saxon just straight up the Cosmere Grimoire is going to decrease his crit by 30, but it's going to increase his power by 8 with nothing else. And what we could do is we could say, okay, that's fine. We're still building towards that guaranteed crit, and now the crit is going to be even harder hitting. And we could put Assassin on there. Accuracy is pretty bad, though, and the weight is pretty bad. 8 speed is pretty rough. 112 accuracy is not great. Got Vampire. That could be good. I feel like this is trying to do too many things, though, unfortunately.
More wine.
More wine!
More wine.
More wine! Thank you very much for the bid, Stiff. I'll pet this cat. Deodorus! I hope you are prepared. Oh, he was sleeping. He's sleeping. Oh, sweet boy. You sleepy? You sleepy deepy? He says, "Why have you awakened me, father?" No, don't act like you're coming. Nope. That was not the intent. So, I kind of want to use this, but I'm also a little confused about how I should use it. It doesn't have access to the boosts that we would want for Alden, but the boosts that we are using for Alden, right, are just to have more power. So why would we not just use the thing that gives more power? Like, even with the bonus shit that we get from the Tactical Griffin, the Cosmere Grimoire just gives us more power than it had straight up. Right? So 35, 36. So we're 1 off. But that's without any buffs to the Cosmere. We could boost the accuracy on it, which would be pretty easy. We could reduce the weight on it, which would probably be pretty good. I don't really like a lot of the stats on the Cosmere. If we do that, is that better? Yeah, let's do accuracy. We're gonna buy a Relic Rune. What am I thinking? The weight is rough, but maybe we leave it as a high weight weapon? Got 17, and he does outspeed most people at this point, so we really don't want to lose that. 15 will still let him outspeed a lot of people. So... Huh. actually think the Tactical Griffin is better. Because the Tactical Griffin, right, it's better accuracy, better dodge, better speed. And it's sitting at 35 power. The Cosmere is sitting at 36 power, but the Cosmere loses accuracy, loses dodge, loses speed, and it does not have the Tactician buff, which doubles up with Alden's existing Team Tactics buff, which means that instead of 35 power, effectively he's, when he aura waves someone, he's effectively at, Jesus, he's at a crazy amount. Because he gets +4 for each of these. So it's +8. So he's sitting at 43. Yeah, I think the Griffin Crest is just better for Alden. So I guess the question is the Shrunken Cosmere Grimoire, or is the Cosmere Grimoire any good for Saxon or Cassandra? Or is this just kind of a wash? Hmm. 36 versus 44, but it's the crit scenario. I kind of feel like we would go for that. We would swap out, leave the mauling depleted ward, or depleted ward done. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the Pure Moon, or the Moon Wand, is just straight up better. Not sure about the accuracy on it, though. Why did we take accuracy? Why would we not take Ragnarok? Or Wizard. 26 accuracy is not the greatest, but it's fine. I think it was probably the situation of, like, when we just want to make sure we hit when we swing with her. Which is fair. How much power or mastery does she have? Just 21 mastery. That'd be like +5 power. But we just removed Wizard for Deadly. You know, again, with the concept of what is +5 power really matter if you're adding +4, +4, +4, +4. Yeah, and again, the concept is just guaranteeing that we hit. Yeah, that's fine. Could be different. Okay, so we're trading out the Mauling depleted ward. We still have Benji, and we still have Haron. A broadsword, so 13,093. 10,085 2. So 3 more power, 5 more accuracy, 1 more weight. So yeah, the broadsword just seems straight up pretty much better. Oh. Got options. Ooh, look at that. Power +5, weight +5, accuracy +10. That could be pretty good. Uh... We could also just get rid of the weight and have him not get outsped constantly. Okay. His defense is at 21, his fortitude is at 9. He needs some fortitude love. He really needs some fortitude love. Ay, ay, ay. But he's gonna get outsped most of the time anyways. That will make sure he gets outsped always. It's dangerous. That's quite dangerous. Does he have any rings on? He does. He has the dodge ring. I am inclined to go for pure power if that's the case. Because we could Colossus. And we could Ball. And so his his dodge is up to 45. That's pretty funny. It's still not good, but it does increase with Head of Steam. Pretty funny, all things considered. But nerfing his speed like that does actually affect his dodge. Yeah. What he is losing in the weight or in the speed, he's not making up from the power. But my god, that's a lot of power. Like 47 from 36, that's plus 11 damage. And he's gaining 15 accuracy. Not bad. I figure we'll probably mess around with that. Haran, do we even care? Let's take a look. What's the gemmed focus versus the regular focus? So 13 versus 9, so plus 4. He gets 5 crits. Accuracy stays the same, and weight goes up by 2. That's not a super big deal to him. He really doesn't do any damage, and it does cause problems on the occasion. What do we got? Crit plus 20% when the enemy is at full HP. Interesting. I would still only put him at 35, though. Weight minus 4, power minus 2. Not really something. Although we could combine it with Colossus to get a general increase. At that point, we're basically trading plus 1 weight for plus 3 power and plus 10 accuracy. That's not worth it. We'd just rather take 30 accuracy, 30 power. Which honestly might be the thing to do, period. Is just take Maul. Okay, definitely Maul. Which 33 power is respectable. It's not great, but it's respectable. Do we want to decrease the weight on this? We could. Accuracy's not bad. Try to give him some crits, but he doesn't really have anything to work towards with it. I kind of feel like just weight is probably the biggest thing. Cadence could be okay, but just generally across the board. Okay, that was a lot of money that we just spent. Feel pretty alright about that, though. Let's go mess around with some missions. Let's check out Spelunking, shall we? Challenge! What do we got? Complete challenge. 8 turns. Is this just a kill everything? Okay. Oh, Jesus, with just 3 people? Holy shitballs, Batman. Okay, I see why it's a challenge. 8 turns, 3 people. I say that, but honestly, I'm pretty sure I can bring in Arthur. I have to bring Gwen. That's actually the issue. If I could bring Kamari, nothing in here is going to kill Kamari. I bring Haran. Now nothing can kill Kamari, ever. And I bring Arthur, and Arthur goes, you're dead. 1 turn, you're dead. Arthur himself can kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that would just leave 6 more for Kamari and Haran. Probably be pretty easy. Probably be pretty... Let's check that. We've got tight corners. That's an issue. Light to vulnerable. Immune to bleed, immune to weak, immune to vulnerable. Restores 50% of HP on enemy phase. Gain 1 power for every 10 mana a foe has. He has 65. Wow. Okay, so that is actually a lot. Can I help you? Kind of just feel like if we just want to make sure this gets done, I think we just bring Zanil. Yeah, sure, let's give that a try.
Always moving.
Gives us Zweihander? There's 1 dead guy.
Fight as one!
Stupendous.
Spreading my wings.
Zanil's too good.
Yes?
Can this guy... Cool. Does actually have a lot of HP.
Right.
25, 36. Fair chunk of damage.
It's time.
Oh, Lord, they coming. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Gwen just might not be able to tank through all this. Or she'll be fine. So I think what we can do is we can... kill this guy. Yeah. Hey! Gwen's
That'll
level
have to
25! She can class up now. Woo!
Hold nothing back.
I think we just take a hit. Just take 2 hits. 26 versus 15, yes. 33 versus 15?
Be
Yeah,
decisive.
she'll be fine.
Fight as one!
They're mine. Be gone.
Oh yeah, this is easy. So Arthur can Lunar Read
Be
here.
gone.
The Neil can.
Let's do it.
Still here. Why are you
Get them!
porking? What are you doing?
The wheel
Alright,
strengthens
Zanil is
me,
25.
even now.
Hold nothing back.
Magical, magical, magical. Yeah. Probably okay. Pull both of these guys.
Leave or die. Let's do it.
We're gonna move here, attack this guy.
Let's move, people.
We're gonna move here and brutal strike this guy.
They're
And we're
mine.
gonna move here and moonlight
Steady.
her. Okay, so I think Gwen just goes right the fuck down here and chills out.
Be
and I think
decisive.
probably we go over here and we capuchin this guy. Did that not? Oh, it did. Okay. I was gonna be like, what?
We don't have these.
The monkey
back home.
didn't kill him, but it did. Okay. I think Gwen's fine. Ooh, fuck. Might not be fine. Actually. Yeah, she's not fine. I think she's gonna die to this guy's hit. No! She lives! Just barely! Holy shit. I did not calculate that. Whoops. Okay.
I'll do it. Be gone. We should study this later.
Arthur is also now 25.
The
Nice.
sky's the limit.
$26 dodge, 18 dodge.
I'll see it done. I'll see it done.
Don't 10% me. Thank you.
I always win. That'll have to do.
Gwen could use a bloodied.
Get them! Progress cannot be stopped. Spreading my wings. I hope the elders will approve now.
Zweihander. Well, that really interests me. $18, $15, $80, and $6. Weight of 6. Kinda a big swords. I'd probably try to reduce the weight. What's her mastery? You know what? We should look at this before we do other things. What the fuck? Reaper! Wait. We get completely different skills? I thought we were just gonna get additional skills. Okay. Hold on. So this is what I thought was gonna happen. So you see, right? We've got this. I thought we were gonna get another passive, and I thought we would get an additional 2 skills. Maybe we are. Maybe we get this additional passive and these 2 skills as well. That's gotta be what it is, right? Because 2 skills, right? Like, that's gotta be what it is. Holy shit, look at that HP. 73 HP already. -4 true speed and power plus 25. So we're kind of destined to be low speed on Gwen with this situation. Cut them down. Deals 61% of damage to enemies adjacent to the target. Oh, and that has 100% mastery scaling? Wow. And damage dealt that exceeds the unit's remaining HP. Right. Push forward. Attack, dealing 61% of damage as healing to allies adjacent to the target. That's kind of cool. Okay, I see no reason why we're not clicking this button. We just go. We promote. We only have 2 ingots, though. Upgrade a unit to tier 3. And that does indeed work the way that I thought it worked. So now she has... Holy fuck, she has 53 power. And so yeah, in that regard, I feel like at 3 power, you're fucked anyways, so now you stop caring about the speed. You're just all in on smashing the shit out of things. %10 of HP would be another 5, because we're already over that. So 58 power would be pretty good. 122 accuracy is not great. So probably we would want accuracy. We do lose crit. So maybe there's an argument for crit. Maybe we don't care as much about power since we already have so much power. Maybe we just go for deadly and accuracy. .25% of mastery is not enough. We could still go wait. Like, 6 speed is way better than 3 speed because 6 speed means that so with 3 speed 8, 9, 10 are all going to outspeed what 6 speed would not get outsped by. And she hits really hard, yeah, but she only has 22 defense and only 8 fortitude, so she actually is not that tanky. All things considered. I think we'll try her as a low speed character for now. Go with accuracy, but I feel like I'm gonna regret that. Army. Last tree. Zaniel? Beastmaster? Wait. 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 Can you mix and match? Yeah, I just want to do this to see. Oh no. Okay, hold up. Hold up. We're going to save this here. We're going to science real quick. I'm just going to promote into this. Okay, so do we now have Tamer and Deadeye stuff? Command Lion, Wing... Yeah, we do. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Holy shit. You can mix and match base class and advanced class. So you could be like, okay, oh, wow. Okay, what happens if we promote into Beastmaster? And then... Okay. You can't promote backwards. So you need to select your base class prior. Okay. That matters. That really is interesting. That matters quite a bit. I wonder if there is a way to adjust that. Attack from up to 7 tiles away? What the fuck? Glaive toss? Wait, you don't even use a glaive at that point. What? You're using daggers. What? Excuse me? Going to have to charge you long distance on that attack? Like, right? Teleport up to 6 tiles away? Okay, this is big to know that I wonder if there is a way to kind of like backtrack. But okay, so knowing that when you select your tier 3, you're basically locked into whatever skills you were on your tier 2. But that you could swap to a tier 2, take the skills and passive from that tier 2. So for instance, if we wanted to be champion, we could swap over to devoted, take the skills and passive from devoted, and then turn into a champion for the champion skills and passive, but still have the devoted skills and passive. That is really fucking interesting. That's all I can say about that. That's really fucking interesting. So I guess let's take a look. Beastmaster would be the next thing that we would logically go with Zanille. She stays using bows. Her stat progression stays mostly the same, but is more loaded towards the things that she was already good at and bad at. Hellhound Breath, 3 severe snare stacks and a cone to up to 7 enemies in the area. That sounds wild. Attacks with your pet, dealing 62 additional damage and applying 17 heavy block to caster. Command pet costs half mana. Command pet costs half mana. So Capuchin would be, I don't know if it's gonna reduce off of this. Capuchin would be 15. We would never basic attack again. We already don't, but we would never basic attack again. Like, that would be insane. That would be absolutely insane. Each attack has a 20% chance to hit again. Wild. Attack with your pet, dealing 36 additional damage and applying 8 severe poison. Heavy stun. Send out your grizzly bear with 20 additional HP to attack your foes. What? Wait, is this an actual summons? Is that an actual summon? Attack with your pet. Adjacent allies gain 6 defense. That's kind of wild. Assault an enemy with the wind, causing them to be double attacked in their next combat. Attack with your pet, dealing damage to severe blind. Half of overkill damage is stored for the unit's next attack. Those are all kind of neat, but Beastmaster is definitely the route that I would go. But now the question is do we want to swap off of Tamer for anything? I think no. I think it's a very, very succinct no, because we are extremely happy with how Tamer functions with Zanille. The additional scaling with Mastery is amazing. So I think we just straight promote her. What can Arthur do, though? Arthur can be a Arthur, I will say, Arthur's class is a class we don't actually care about that much. Yeah. Actually don't care about what Arthur is that much. We just use his basic ability. So it matters more about what we could get out of it. Mana use raises fortitude stat by 2 for the rest of the chapter is actually quite good. I really do like Astral Blessing, though. I feel like we get a lot of ability out of that, or a lot of use out of that. Cosmician? Cosmician. We're gonna say Cosmician. Astral Reckoning, 35 damage in a 3x3 square. That's wild. Mana Meteor, 59 damage to an enemy. Wow. The issue I think I have with this is I don't think we'll use these a lot. We'll probably never use Mana Meteor, depending on what you do with the abilities. But like, maybe we'll use this for some AoE. But we just Mana Reave like crazy. But this passive is pretty fucking wild, because Lunar Reave is already 100% mastery scaling. So getting an additional 15 mastery is pretty huge. Like, that is just an additional straight 15 damage to Lunar Reave, which is already dealing 50 damage base. Like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. What does Necromancer do? Reanimate fallen foes, creating a zombie at 86% efficiency. That is definitely a pet. That makes me think that Grizzly Bear is a legitimate pet. Like, you actually summon something. Drain life from foe, dealing 38 damage and healing for the same amount. Enemies dying within 2 tiles grants 20 mana. That's kind of neat. Attack 3 times at 41% reduced power. Not wild. Animate 4 blades for 4 turns, dealing 34 damage to adjacent enemies on turn start. That looks so fucking cool. Killing an enemy grants +6 defense and fortitude until next turn. This fucking class looks so fucking wild. And then Lore Master, 36 damage to all units, including allies within 2 tiles. Yikes. 20 light vulnerable to up to 6 enemies within 2 tiles. Also yikes. Allies within 2 tiles expend 15% less mana. Kinda neat. We just go straight for post mission. I think we'll take the Zenil one. Choose 26. Wow, what's her? Damn. I guess technically I can buy astral ingots. I don't really feel the need to necessarily at this particular time. Let's check out this other challenge. Gardening. Complete challenge, 8 turns. Okay, so this is just another kill everything, but you have fewer people concept. I wish you didn't have to use Gwen in challenges. I understand her being the main character, and that you have to use her in battles, but I wish you didn't have to use her in challenges. Are these guys they're all 25. Okay, well, this is gonna be a little dicey. For our 22s. Can I do this with a not tier team? Yeah, probably. We don't want Mashal and Zuhair thing. I would rather bring Zuhair. He has a better chance of survival, especially with Cassandra. We need someone to deal more damage. Heavy weak. Drains mana. That's not great. Heavy snare. Heavy bleed. Range +2. Jesus, 1 to 4. Holy shit. We might bring in Aya. Yeah, let's try that. That's fine. Pull all weeds. Wait, what? Pull all weeds. The fuck? Pull weed. Pull weed. Pull weed. Pull weed. Pull weed. Pull weed. Wait. What? That's not what I was expecting. Okay. I should have read the situation first. Wild. Quite wild.
This'll be fun. All eyes on me. Sure hope nobody saw that.
Yeah, that was bad, Zaire. That was really bad.
Care to dance?
Thank you for making up with it with a crit. But Jeebus. Okay, heavy weak to the attacker. Which is good for Aya.
Ooh, that went well.
Woo! Look at the moves.
Okay.
I'll protect you.
How's it going? Christ, she just
They
one-shot
didn't
that
stand a
lady.
chance.
All right, okay. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Wow. Holy wow. Okay. Sure, fine. Good job. You did it. We'll take it.
Care to dance?
Good job, Zuhair. saw that pink sliver, though, on Gwen's health. That's pretty good. Okay. Drains mana from attacker. So that's annoying.
Looking for mayhem?
Okay, I feel like we just go ahead and attack here. Wait, no, we want to save her, weak. Go ahead and attack here. To
All eyes on
fucking
me.
lock himself up again. He's got trash accuracy when he's not. Well, I say that. Actually, she just has pretty decent dodge.
Care to dance?
Still, same effect.
Booyah! Y'all seeing this?
Significantly better level, Zuhair. Thank you very much.
Okie dokie. You're done for. The spirits favor me today.
Do they, Cassandra? Do they? That's really gonna hurt. Fuck.
If I have to.
I should have healed. I should have brutal for the heal.
Thanks for protecting me.
Actually not good for us. Oh, shit. Okay, this challenge might fuck us. 'Cause that's 7 weeds that we have to get in 5 turns.
All eyes on me.
Okay.
I'll protect you.
Orders.
This is dicey. Real dicey. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh no, the miss! Okay. Other thing is we would like that axe rune, and we would like that axe rune, but they're just axe runes. We're not going to go out of our way for them. If we come up here, and we attack this guy, do we kill him? We only have a 62% chance to hit him. If we come over here and we instead Hellfire, that works. Why did it take her turn? Oh, because it's hostile actions and right.
All eyes on me.
Yeah, that's fair. We would rather try to kill this guy.
Care to dance?
Nice.
2 left feet, that one. I just can't stop getting better.
That is pretty good. I think we probably want to Brutal Strike this guy. For the heal and the shield. That should be a full heal. That is a full heal.
I'll need all the strength I can get.
I wish we could just like sit back with Gwen and not do shit, but we
Orders.
kind of need her in order to accomplish what we're attempting to do. I don't think we actually need that. Oh, never mind. We do. And Wolf.
Stay away from my family.
Never mind. No, we don't. We crit.
Guess I was better. Nothing's stopping me now.
Pretty decent. Gonna chill and just save her mana. Okay, that's somewhat annoying, but it's fine.
What a rush!
God damn, Aya.
Getting closer and closer.
Do you really need more might, lady?
If I have to.
Let's move, people.
Can we Brutal Strike him? Do we need to Brutal Strike him? Can we just attack him? Not. We can Brutal Strike him. We will? We only have 5 turns. We need to pull this weed. We need to pull this weed.
If I have
We
to.
need to kill this man.
Stay away from my family.
For only having 16% crit, Reardon crits all the damn time. We're gonna heal.
Let me help.
Yeah, that's good. We're gonna go ahead up here.
All
Defensive
eyes on me.
stance. And pull weed. We're gonna go here, pull weed. We're gonna go here, pull weed.
Gotta love a captive audience.
I realize we could have waited and farmed that out, but I don't want to. One, I don't want to risk it, but two, I also like. Gwen is 27, Valeria is 22. I don't want to progress that further. But we did get a new axe. We got the splitter. So Zuhair, Kamari. I think that's it on axes right now. So Kamari is kind of dedicated to this like low speed scenario, so probably Splitter would be looking here with Zuhair. What are we looking at? So it's actually like a... It's lower damage. It's super high accuracy. But I don't feel like we need that accuracy with Zuhair because of his stuff. What can you put on it? I guess is the question. Heals? Like, being vampire on Zuhair would be really nice. Would be really nice. And we could give it more crits. We could give it... Like, that would be really nice. It's gonna be a little less power, but it's far more accurate. It's also gonna be a little slower. Honestly, though, just that healing, just hitting healing for 5 is pretty amazing when you're a tank. Yeah, that's difficult to pass up. I think we try it. You know, worst case is we're like, we don't really like it in the long run. Do we go more crit to try to augment that? God Frost. Drop temperature, hardening your ice, and gaining 5 defense and fortitude for 2 turns? 90 mana? Using mana applies 2 light snare to enemies within 2 tiles. That's pretty interesting. Gain 25 dodge, accuracy, or crit, cycling with every attack. That's kind of wild. Attack with key energy in a 5-tile line, dealing 27 to any enemy's hit. That's kind of wild as well. Become impossible to hit for 1 attack for 100 mana. That's crazy. Lightning bolts up to 4 tiles away, dealing 15 damage in a 5-tile cross. Wow. Okay. Reduce movement costs greatly in a 4-tile line for 1 turn. Interesting. Overkill damage restores mana? That's wild. Gain 3 crit for every enemy within 2 tiles. Lasts for 2 attacks. Also kind of wild. Apply +1 movement to adjacent allies for 1 turn. Damage and follow-up attacks increased by excess true speed. Also wild. Shit, we need more. We need more things. We need more fucking runes. Shit, I don't know. I don't want to go the weight because that's a waste. The battle axe using Swift was perfect because it was exactly 4. But the splitter only being 2 weight makes me not want to go for shrink. I kind of feel like we just go crit. You know? 41% crit is pretty decent. Yeah. It's gonna happen a fair amount of the time. Okay. Save. Those are 3k. That's somewhat expensive. I don't know that I want to do that yet. But We've got 3 people. So yeah, that'd be 369k. Damn. Yeah, we'll save. No. We should check abilities. Didn't actually fuck with these. Cut them down. Attack, deal 62% of damage to enemies adjacent to the target. Increases percentage by 10? Wow. 72%. Pretty wild. Increases percentage mastery scaling by 50%. Would that be more than 10? I don't think so. So she has 17 mastery right now. So right now we're getting 100% of mastery. With this we would get 150% of mastery. So it's 17 would be what? An additional 8? So yeah, it's not better than this now. It would get there though. I just feel like the mana is probably the best way to go here for right now. 50 mana is pretty oppressive, but 40 is very usable. I could see later on you speccing out of the mana and just saying, hey, 50 mana is the price you pay for greatness, and then going the mastery and the percentage and trying to get as close to 100% as you can, and then just have Gwen karate chop a fucking like tea of people. I can see that being pretty wild. Healing to allies adjacent to the target is pretty interesting. Works functionally the exact same way that Cut Them Down does, but yeah. I feel like the damage here is, again, fine. She hits so fucking hard. Probably still want mana on it. Hellhound Breath. Increases the number of targets. Okay, that's pretty cool. Increases stacks. Also pretty cool. Adds light poison stacks equal to 4 is pretty good, because if you could poison a whole fucking cone, you can poison 7 enemies. Even if it's just light poison, that could really screw their ability to do things. I feel like that's the only way I'm actually going to use that. Maybe the stacks, though, because stacks, like, Severe Snare right now is just 3 turns, movement -3, but movement -4 would be pretty big. Will you stop? Will you stop? Will you stop? Look at how fucking cheap. 15. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I'm almost considering respecking this. I've taken a snapshot of that. This is 600 gold. Let's save. We're not wasting money for no reason. $20. 32. Okay, so as it is right now, you see that? As it is right now, it costs 4 more than it did before we classed up. And it deals an additional 27 damage. It does 89 additional damage. And we could still reduce the mana cost and have it still be stupendously cheap. 32 is already stupendously cheap. You can still, I'm pretty sure with 32, you can still do it 4 turns in a row. Which is crazy. I feel like we can actually still just go back to the increased amount of gold. Because why the fuck not? Holy fuck. That's just wild. Sure, that's crazy. That is honestly crazy. Okay, so I still think probably the light poison stacks is the most likely way to make me use this, but I still think I'm probably not going to use this very frequently. Command Cerberus, deal a bunch of damage, and apply heavy block to yourself. That's actually really useful. And it's already really cheap because of the class. And you can just... Wow. And you can make it heal. Wow. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. And heavy block is 2 blocks. I feel like probably these two. I'll probably go the heal first. Because you're already getting 17 instead of 22. It's pretty kind of whatever. But like the ability for Zanille to heal herself is pretty big. Okay. This is crazy. The power that you get from these classes is kind of insane. Chapter 18, let's go.
Taking advantage of a rare moment of calm, Gwyn and her allies take a much-deserved break. As the weeks go on and the Landsmeet draws near, Irving works tirelessly to prepare to speak to Varroa's leaders with the help of Lorai and the Order's Gritanian allies. Before long, the time has come, and Irving's delegation departs from Caliban, Gwyn's crew joining them as bodyguards.
God, if the wind doesn't bite this far north.
No kidding. Here I thought Caliban was bad. Place is paradise compared to this.
I told you to wear extra socks, but you didn't listen.
Nobody to blame but myself, huh?
The snow's the part I can't stand. It's so bright. It gives me a serious headache.
You seem to be doing better, Gwyn. You were about ready to collapse back in Mirador.
Well, maybe the time off did me some good. Honestly, I'm just happy to be back to work.
Well, we can't all be such busybodies.
Well, you know me. I just pick up the slack.
Wow.
Oh. Right.
Oh,
Wait,
Reardon.
Reardon, I didn't mean...
Nah, I getcha. No hard feelings.
He was
seriously.
just joshing.
Yeah, sorry. It was just... a bad joke, I guess.
Say, Alden, you used to come up here all the time, yeah?
Not all the time, but often, yes. I've many colleagues in Cosmere.
I figured you'd be put off of Cosmere. I hear Empyrean was one of their finest students.
On the contrary, Arthur, that is precisely what sparked my interest. How does a place of learning produce so great a monster? With all his knowledge, he would destroy all of Terrazale. Yet for me, learning has always been an act of love. love for the world around me, and for those that live in it. You could say the contradiction compelled me.
If you kill Alden, I'm gonna be very mad. Don't,
I didn't know all that.
Don't fuck with best boy Alden.
I just figured you knew the area well.
Well enough to be on edge. Night is falling, but we cannot make camp. The beasts here are too wild, too feral.
I've heard the stories. Entire caravans gone missing. Their bodies found stripped to the bone.
What are those braziers?
Beyond the walls of the elven cities,
we're gonna have to.
the
I wonder if this is gonna be a
expanse
fog
savage
map.
land, and its inhabitants
talk about
have
darkness
learned
falling?
its lessons well.
I bet we're gonna have to
Let's
light
be on
those
our guard,
braziers.
Right.
You hear that too, don't you, Gwen?
I do. We're surrounded already.
If you look close, you can see the torchlight catch on their eyes. They're watching us.
Creepy. Think we can scare them off?
Not likely. This far north, they hunt far greater prey than us.
Let's send the order. We move double time until we're out of their territory. And be ready. We may have to fight our way through.
Sure hope Dad gets the message in time.
Okay. 17 turns. Escort caravans? No. Lose 0 units and light 6 torches. Oh god. We have actual caravans. They have high defense. That's nice, at least. Where are we going? All the way up here. Gotcha. Understood. Sounds good. Zanil, because I'm a money-hungry bastard. Hey, Tusk and Lorai are here. Wait, you can't also be an elementalist? Get out of here, Lorai! What? That's not allowed. Alright, let's do it.
Don't let them reach the convoy. Our job's to protect them while they escape.
Black Abyss, they're everywhere!
At this rate, we'll be overwhelmed!
Both caravans are defeated, turn time limit passes, or Gwen is defeated. Yike, really ramping up the fucking shit here. Okay, we're gonna immediately march over here and light torches. Oh shit, I didn't... Ooh, I did not do the thing. They're gonna hit her, that's not good. Well, we can kind of
Always moving.
assist here. Get some money.
Progress cannot be stopped.
Wow, that's so fucking flashy now. That is so over the top flashy.
Happily. Too easy.
Still not a kill. He doesn't outspeed him. Yikes.
Oh yeah, get him!
Anyone do anything about that? I don't think. Oh, well.
Yep,
I
yep.
think Cassandra can.
I've had enough.
Alright. Okay, Lorai, Elementalist. Cool. Useful. Tusk is a ranger. Alright, let's unit info. What does he got? He ignores weapon weight. What? He ignores weapon weight? Holy shit. And falling below half health grants 8 heavy block. And it counts as a +4 because it would be a -4 and it just adds it back in. That's interesting. He has Command Crocodile. Attack with your pet, dealing 18 damage. Okay, so just a damage boost. He has Lanky Spanky. Call on your orangutan companion to slap a foe and deal light stun. And Command Orangutan. Attack with your pet, dealing 11 additional damage and applying 3 exhaustion stacks. Got a lot of HP. Decently high defense, low fortitude. Okay, interesting. What is Larai's scenario? 8% power for every enemy within 2 tiles. Interesting. Power increased by 4 after ability use until next combat. So, also the thing that, that's the same thing that Cassandra has, right? Because that's the element. And her special ability is Empowering Edict. Heal an ally for 22, applying 14 light block if it doesn't heal to full. That's kind of neat. Okay. Okay, stats across the board. Nothing crazy.
Ready for anything.
It's fine. I don't really feel like we need her on at the moment, so we're just gonna move up here and light! Okay, so only that guy can get here. He can hit Huron, but he's not gonna kill Huron. So we're probably fine there.
You have my ear. Nowhere to hide. You came here to die. Just as my station demands. We must prevail!
You're in my way!
Did you just crit with 10% crit?
Am I getting it?
What? You want a medal?
Damn it. What's this guy got? Allies gain speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On it. You let your guard down.
I'm there. If I have to.
Death comes.
I want to see this crocodile. Did he just skate in on his fucking shield? Isn't that Travis Willingham? It sounds like him. Richard Reed. Gotcha. Well, that sounds very, very like Travis Willingham. Okay, what are we thinking here? Probably would just block for him. Okay, how far are these guys gonna move? Kinda far. Annoyingly kinda far.
best you have?
I'd be mad at that 80% dodge. I'd be big mad. Okay. This is a little sketchy.
I won't abandon you.
Let me patch you up.
Happily.
Here and now. Is this the best you have?
Okie dokie. I'll protect you.
Sure thing.
Let's do it.
Oh, fuck. Well, she's got a decent amount of dodge there.
Stay down!
If I have to. I'm really picking this up.
Let's move, people.
You are not alone.
Could you stop charging in, my friend? Could you stop going the maximum distance that you have available? I'm really trying to book it to get ahead of that guy, but he is not making it easy. Oh!
Such power is wasted
Just got a
on you.
2% crit, really?
I'll never get used to this.
I'd be so upset he's
I'll have to
spaghetti
be
if something
careful
2%
with this
crit.
new
me.
power.
Oh, this is a problem. Oh. Not even close. Please don't hurt me. Ow. You hurt me. And then I missed. 88% miss. Wild. I think we'll be fine. I'm pretty sure we can heal the caravans with her on.
Who's next?
Get them! for a moment.
Too easy!
Very good.
Oh my.
Attacks apply heavy bleed. Ooh, ow.
Together.
Let's move, people.
If I have to. It didn't have to be this way. Hey, finders keepers, right?
What is your bidding? Take my strength.
You sure?
Stay down! They're not ready.
Him skating in on his shield is fucking wild to me.
It's us or them.
%1 chance to hit.
Justice descends.
$35.
You have been found wanting. Justice descends.
Oh.
Just when I thought I'd hit my limit.
Pretty good. Holy fuck. He doesn't have enough for it, does he? He does not have enough.
We must be swift.
No, Alden, I need you over here. No. The perfect opportunity.
Time to ride.
sloppy work.
That's pretty great.
They should be running. Just follow my lead. Steady is the blade that never dulls.
Please more might, Eve. Please more might. That lets Tusk come in and attack here. I love that he's
got a little deadlier.
I love that he skates in. That's wild. That's just so wild to me. Ugh, excuse me. Yikes.
Not bad.
Nothing's stopping me now.
We can get it done. I won't abandon you.
Okay, got some danger going on
Moving
down
it.
here.
Hold still for a moment.
Here and now. For Mirador!
It was destined. Just as my station demands.
Is this the way?
You need me?
I'll protect you.
Always moving.
Okay, see it. Interesting. Of course.
Death will purify you.
I can do this. I'm not backing down.
Pretty nice.
Yes! I can't believe it.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
You are not alone. The spirit burns even brighter.
Let's move, people.
We can get it done. You'll never stop us. What? You want a medal?
I'm there.
I got this.
Please chill out. Eve's too good.
Death will purify you. You have been found wanting. Just another sinner.
Who brought in Valeria? Did he not? She's gonna be behind. I was almost certain that we brought her in. Oh, we did. She's up. I'm insane. Jesus hasn't been seeing a lot of combat. Which is a problem. Which is wild, because I'm just running forward with her, but she's not the one getting attacked like Eve.
Moving it. Hold still for a moment.
Oh, shit. Well, she's about to get attacked. Oh! There's a wolf. The wolf is hidden.
The spirits favor me today.
Yeah. That's dangerous.
Just follow my lead. I am the avatar.
Eve's just like, I gotta go this way.
Justice.
You can come with me. Ooh, we didn't get him though.
It's time.
For the order.
Nice.
Here, buddy.
Hey, finders keepers, right?
We can get it done. Yes? Here. Together. Huh. All my efforts are finally paying off.
Something need doing? You are not alone. Unleash me! That one made a real mess.
Incoming! Let's for some chance. Nope. No dice. Alright.
Feels like a burst of energy.
Get in on this, Valeria. 44%. Yikes. %. Oh, thank
I'm going all
God. That's really like going for it over there. Didn't get crits either time. Not good.
We must be swift. You are not alone. Inevitable.
Let's move, people.
Okay, Valeria, you're. I want you to kill something.
Let me patch you up.
Really, the only chance that we have is getting crits here. We have 66 push. No,
Aw,
24.
Trying to run.
Even if we double crit, we're not killing him. But unfortunate. She needs some more oomph.
You have my ear.
Didn't get the crit, still got the kill.
This would look good in the vault.
I'm here, don't worry. You need me?
Oh, he can't move afterwards. That's unfortunate. Realize that.
Dying's not so bad. Can I really just take this?
Fight as one.
That stupid monkey does too much fucking damage. It's
Sure
that's
thing.
overwhelming. She does 100 damage with that. Oh. Coming in hot from behind.
For the order.
4. First time we have dealt more than 100 damage. We just got the achievement for that. That's awesome. Oh, nice.
I got this.
Can we kill this guy? No. Got 20 defense? Jesus. Light, whatever. Not the brown for Valeria. She does not have the power. She needs a little bit of oomph added into the mix.
Coming. Let
Alright,
me help.
heal here.
Be decisive.
And we might as well make more money.
Fight as one. Spreading my wings.
Too strong.
Give them no quarter.
Let's let loose.
Mmm. Oh, I fucking moved the wrong person. I was gonna move her in and get the kill afterwards. Damn it. Fine. We outspeed him. We'll kill him.
Guide me. Returned to the waves.
Who's next?
Wait, who's not finished?
Happily. Too easy.
Ah, I've read about these.
You've read about broadswords? I mean, that's good.
Death will purify you. Justice descends.
Crikey. There is a bear in here. Just
You have my ear.
wandering around. Go bear hunting.
Dying's not so bad.
Good. We still didn't kill, and that was the intent. I'm trying to give Valeria this kill. There we go. Close to 24.
I'll leave you to it.
Trying to catch her the fuck up.
If I have to.
Good call.
I'll see it done.
On it.
Like, where are you going, bear?
On the path.
The war is ours.
Works.
Let's rock! Hold still for a moment.
About that 24.
Feels like a burst of energy.
We need more power on her.
We must be swift. You are not alone.
5.
Are you watching, old friend?
Pretty good.
Yes? Here. I won't abandon you.
Let me help.
Here and now. Nowhere to hide.
Happily.
Don't overdo it now.
That last one got me good.
Tusk! Please, hold on.
Damned beast. Lorai, you okay?
I'm uninjured, but Tusk, he took a nasty wound and I fear the convoy won't last much longer.
Okay. New plan. We'll draw the pack away. Our team can outrun them. Give the others the time they need to get away.
You make it sound so easy. We're fighting for our lives here, Gwyn.
I know.
Thought it was pretty
Just
easy,
keep
honestly.
fighting a little longer. And a little louder while you're at it.
Louder!
It's a stupid plan. My favorite kind. Over here, you ugly mutts!
Tusk, Lorai, you stick with us. We'll patch you up once we're safe, got it?
I hope the elders will approve now.
And now they're permanent party members. Hey! Zaniel with that 4d6. 54 damage taken on Alden and 53 on Reardon. Nice.
Did we lose him?
Looks like it.
We're well outside their territory now. If they've given up the chase, they won't be coming back. Not to say we're completely safe, mind you, just as safe as we'll ever be.
Then let's make camp. We could all use a breather.
Shouldn't we try to contact the convoy? Let them know we're safe?
With what? We could shoot some magic into the air, but we'd only draw unwanted attention.
Alden's right. Besides, visibility's too low. We can rendezvous with Father once the sun's up.
Tense it is. Don't suppose we'll be doing any stories around the campfire tonight?
Maybe next time.
How's he holding up?
Lost a lot of blood, but he'll live. Tough bastard.
He's
that
standing
he is.
right there!
He'll probably be walking again by morning. You're Irving's son, yes?
Yep. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. Is it that obvious?
I'd love to say it was your conviction that clued me in, but it's actually...
The hair, yeah. I get that a lot. Anyway, glad to hear he's doing okay.
He's got his mama's
How about
color.
you?
Physically, I'm fine. I just have a lot on my mind.
You don't seem too worried about the big guy, so... I take it this is about the Landsmeet?
Oh, don't you fret about me. I've more worries than a stranger should bear.
Strangers make the best listeners. Less expectations, less consequence.
It's so petty, honestly. I worry that the Grand Master's erred in bringing me here.
Why? Don't like the cold?
If that was so, I would have stayed in my tent. No, you see, the Grand Master sees the best
Just
in
up by my
people.
fingernails.
He tells me I've the makings of a visionary diplomat in my future. He's been like a mentor to me. I look up to him. But the harder I try to live up to his expectations, the more I fall short. And yet still, he has faith.
I've lived my whole life under him, and... yeah, that's just how he operates.
Truly? Even to his own children?
I mean, why not? Dad's practically superhuman. The guy took on the whole world, barely older than I am, and he won. To him, we're either heroes, the people they protect, or the bad guys. And if he decides you're a hero, it's a lot.
You look
Wow, that's fair.
overburdened. Does he weigh heavy on your mind?
Nah, it's not that. Look, you came out here to sort out your own stuff. I don't want to be a bother.
Why not? You said it yourself. Who better than a total stranger?
Give us information,
I
Reardon.
did. That's true. This used to be fun. The adventuring, exploring Varroa.
He's like his mama.
Solving people's problems. But lately, things have been getting serious. Good people have died because of us. Sometimes we're the ones that kill them. Gwen has been working so hard. And during that whole thing in Mirador, Arthur pushed himself to the brink, past it even. They keep telling me that they'll lean on me for help, and then they just don't. They barely tell me anything. And I get it. I'm not the hero they are. I'll never be like my dad, and that's fine.
Don't you kill
But
Reardon.
I love them. I'm honored to be their brother. I just wish they felt the same way about me.
Seems you were perhaps carrying more troubles than you had known.
Maybe. I probably shouldn't have said all that, but you know. Thanks for listening and all that junk.
Now, who's around?
Reardon? Is that you?
Gwyn! Hey, hi! Fancy seeing you awake. How long have you been here?
I just woke up. I heard you two talking.
We were just, talking about Tusk.
Ah, he'll be fine come morning. We should get some rest ourselves.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Damn it, Kira!
Halt! Stay where you are, stranger. Who are you?
Oh, that's right. We've never met. But I know who you are, Gwyn Sildarin.
Careful, Gwyn. She might not be alone.
Oh, I'm very much alone. You should be worried regardless.
Answer my question.
Fucking rude.
Who are you?
Kira Orlov. A pleasure.
The heir in exile.
Who's the stranger?
An Orlov? Didn't even know the Emperor had kids.
I'm sure that's just how he likes it, too. I'm not here to talk about him, however. I'm here for you.
Me?
Yes, you. You're becoming quite popular, you know that? Godseeker, Demon Slayer. It's a bit gauche, honestly.
Hey, piss off!
We both know you didn't come here to chat.
Like,
if you're
fuck
looking
you.
for a fight, then stop wasting my time.
Fine. You're no fun at all, you know that. I should have expected as much from the Grand Master's attack dog.
Whoa!
Yet somehow, from the
Alright,
stories,
Emperor's attack
I
dog.
hoped for better.
They tell stories of me?
Oh yes, you killed a lot of Asvarelians back in Gritania. I think you hurt their feelings.
I don't regret what we did. We were protecting
Save it, I don't care. They went to war and died for it. Blaming you is pointless. It's the loftiness that pisses me off. Like you think you're better than just some common merc? Everyone knows the Order is just swords for hire. These days more than ever.
Swords for
Your
hire?
mission hasn't meant anything since the Empyrean War. A convenient story, nothing more.
Bullshit.
Got all that off your chest then? Or are you just stalling?
I didn't know we were in a rush. Very well then, let's make this quick.
That sword. How did you get that?
Hey, Aya, your sword's
this
here.
whole thing? I stole it. Not the first time it's been stolen either, but that's a long story. And I promised I'd be quick. You ready?
Always. You're faster than you look.
Gwyn!
Let her go.
Wow,
now.
Gwyn, you just got fucked
Stay back,
real
beast,
quick.
Or I'll kill her right here.
What's going on? I heard fighting.
By the gods, Gwyn! What have you done to her?
Nobody move. I mean it. I'll slit her damn throat. There. That wasn't so hard, was it?
You know the second you try to leave here, we'll just shoot you in the back, right?
Oh, I know. Honor was never the Order's strong suit, any more than it is mine.
Let's take bets on how many steps you can make it. 5?
Could survive
10,
a third slit.
Maybe even 20?
I'll do you one better. I bet I get away in just 2.
2?
That's right. Just watch me. 1.
What?
Portal.
How is she?
2.
Alright!
Easy, easy. Your wounds.
Get off me! We have to go after her!
Can we track her?
Track her? She teleported. I don't even know how it's possible.
It doesn't make sense. Only a seer can use the sword.
Could there be two seers?
Impossible. It's a miracle Mir kept me a secret. If the heir of Azrael had that kind of power, all of Varroa would know.
Nobody is answering my question. Can we track her?
Let me try something. It's completely different from the rift I opened. That was like a doorway, but this is like a tunnel.
Can we follow it?
Not directly, but I can trace where it lets out. Looks like they went north.
To Quintaris? But why?
Doesn't matter. If that is where Lerai was taken, that is where we'll go.
Whoa, hold on, big guy. You only just got stitched up.
I failed to protect her once already. I'm not leaving her behind.
We're not leaving her behind. Just... Gwen, a little help here?
Don't look to Gwen. Gwen's
Sorry,
not going to be
Weird.
helpful.
I'm with Tusk. I underestimated that woman. And now Larai's in danger because of my mistake.
Okay. You and Lerai were both there. She beat you and took down Lerai to hold her hostage. Like, it's not like it was entirely your fault.
Surely we should meet with Irving first. He must know before the lands meet.
And risk something happening to her? Not an option. Larai's safety is our top priority. I can't face Father having failed again. I won't. If you would rather rejoin the main convoy,
period.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Come on.
Oh
Gwen.
my god.
Nobody's doing that and you know it.
Then let's get
These
moving.
kids. They need to get their emotions in check.
Grandmaster.
Did you find something?
The daddy
sir.
issues are
There's no sign
definitely
of Gwen
showing.
or the rest of her cohort.
I see. This includes the Sylvan delegation?
Yes, sir. Should we continue the search for them?
No. Gwen's a resourceful kid. She'll find her way back, eventually. I just hope nobody's hurt. We've already wasted enough time. The lands meet is tomorrow, and I would have time to prepare once we reach Trellisar.
I'll relay the orders to begin marching.
Good man. Dismissed. Gwen, I'd better see you soon.
Oh, you know, we're just gallivanting off in the other direction, probably. Oh. So where are we actually going? So they're going to Trellisar. We're going to Quintaris. Yeah, kinda in the other direction. A big city. And we're already on chapter 19. I wonder how much of the story is left. I feel like most games of this style cap out at around like 25 to 30. But I feel like we're pretty far in. Bonds? Got some bonds. Hey, there's my partner in crime. Reardon, buddy, you're late. Yeah, I had to sneak past Gwen on the way here. That would not have ended well. I thought you always had an excuse ready. Not this time, but why, you might ask? Because I brought drinks. Wow, that thing looks expensive. Bet you it tastes even pricier. Shall we? Let's. Wow, that was unpleasant? Pretty bad, yeah. Terrible. Completely undrinkable? What did you say this was again? Label says Najin something or other. Not meant to taste that bad, right? Beats me. Maybe this is just what passes for drinking nausea. Ugh, remind me never to go vacationing in Halfend. You and me both, brother. Huh. Never would have imagined life in the Order would be like this. The life in that dump. What, Haven? Didn't seem that bad. Though, guess you have some bad memories, huh? Good ones too, though. No, I always figured I'd end up making my parents proud. Yeah? Yeah, kind of stings now. Doing so much more than I ever could on the old farm, and yet... you can't let stuff like that drag you down. Better to make yourself proud than your parents. Resent them, do you? Family? What? No. No! Gwen's a great leader, and a better sister. Arthur can be a bit coarse, but he's a damn good guy once you get to know him. Irving... he's my dad, you know? Must be a really special family. It is. I'm proud to be one of them. Am I proud of, I wonder? Huh? How much of that swill did you drink again? More than I should have, I guess. Why don't you start with that? Proud that you survived the finest poison Nausea has to offer. Damn right I did. We both did. I drank to that, but I'm worried it'd prove you wrong. That's pretty funny. Actually. Hey! Gold. Alright, so we lost Lurai. We are kind of rounding out. There's no one that only has 2 anymore, which is nice. Tusk! Oh, what can we do with that whole crocodile thing? We can reduce the mana cost, increase the mana cost, increase the scaling, increase the damage. We're definitely going to want to boost that entirely. So, probably reduce the mana cost. 60 is kind of oppressive. 50 is still rough, but 50 is okay at least. Orangutan. Again, probably reducing the mana cost, but what does exhaustion actually do? I don't know what exhaustion does. Doesn't exhaustion, like... Sure. I don't really know what exhaustion does. I feel like probably we just go for healing, like the common play for us. Lanky Spanky. For 1 turn, unable to act. I feel like if we're going to use this, probably increasing the number of turns is the go-to. And then maybe reducing the mana cost or increasing the range. Increasing the range seems good. It's a very hefty price to pay. 65. Even 55 is still a lot to deal with. Being able to do that more frequently, I think, is the go-to. Oh, boy! Ah! We got a broadsword. Anything else? We picked up the crisp, but I don't think we care about that as much. Is there anything we can do with Karambit? We have increased crit on it. The Chris is higher crit. What can we do? I feel like we probably need to just power on there. Yeah, because she is not doing as much damage as we want her to do. We could buy an elixir. Might throw that on her. Ooh, we can buy essences now. The higher tier essences. And we can do astral ingots. Oh, right. We got 2 more ingots, so we can promote some people. That'd be really cool. I think we're probably going to save that until the next time we play, though. We'll do some promotions. It's getting late, so we'll probably go through that. So yeah, I think that is probably where we will end tonight's session. Next time we play, which will probably be Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on Monday night, we will jump in and up a couple classes, and maybe we got a bit more money this time, so maybe we'll buy these 2 astral ingots to try to push more people into these secondary classes, because even just getting the passives is pretty big. Like, Gwen and Zanil have become insanely powerful compared to what they were. They were already insanely powerful, and now they're even stronger. It's a pretty immense scenario. And we have a whole host of people that can get up there. So, yeah, I think that's probably the direction that we will go. So, anyways, that is it for tonight's session of Dark Deity. This game's a blast. Really impressed with this. I kind of wish maybe this was at 20 instead of 25, but I don't know how much longer we have in the game. So if we get to, like, you know, level 40 or 50 or something like that, then 25 is probably a decent place. I just have no idea how. I feel like we haven't hit that crux of, like, the final kind of concept. I feel like we're getting really close to what the real, like, issue is, like, what's going on with Arthur and Asvarel's true goal and the whole demon stuff and Aya's situation, etc., etc. So, really interested in seeing how this all turns out. That is the end of this session. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.